All right, hello everyone. Hope you guys are doing great. Let's crack into module 2 now with some Metabase. And so in this module, what we're going to do is go over a little bit more of the basics of Metabase. We're going to install Docker. First of all, we'll do it on Windows and Mac. If you have Linux, I assume you know what you're doing with Docker, so I won't bother with that. Then we'll also go ahead and set up Metabase. We'll kind of go over the base interface as well as the collections, what those are and how you can manipulate those. And then we'll touch on some documentation. So just a quick recap, what is Metabase? It's open source, it's easy to use, has a graphical user interface, and it's really versatile. It can connect to almost anything. In addition to this, there's also some other things to know. I think the most important thing is that Metabase is not a hosting platform. And so when you think of a hosting platform, it's somewhere where your data goes. We'll be using Google BigQuery to do that. Other really popular options for that, though, are things like Snowflake, AWS, Azure, things like that. Metabase doesn't hold your data in the Metabase instance. All it does is connect to it. And so I think of it just as like an interface to interact with your data. Something else is that Metabase is frequently updated. We'll walk through how to update your instance when you need to, but there's new features being added all the time. It's really exciting. Additionally, you can also create new tables called models in your Metabase instance. This is interesting because they're not tables that exist in your database per se. They're tables that act as just kind of a snapshot into a particular instance that you want to see, and we can explain that later, but it's a really cool feature that Metabase has. Second to last is Metabase has access control. So you can decide who sees what and who edits what, or what directories or folders you want people to have access to. It's pretty nifty. And finally, Metabase has a really active community as well as documentation, which we'll also touch on later on. And this community is great to help you answer questions, to watch videos, and learn more, and just to explore more of the possibilities with Metabase. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into Docker and install it on our machine. See you there.